Hello all, Shadwell here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, Edge of Sanity from 1989. It's directed by Gerard Kikoin and stars Anthony Perkins and Glynis Barber. And now we have the second part of an Anthony Perkins horror double feature, as this Blu-ray from Shout Factory had 2 times the Anthony Perkins goodness. Which is funny because this film on its own has 2 times the Anthony Perkins goodness in its own right. What I mean when I say this film has twice the Anthony Perkins goodness, I mean to say that he plays dual roles. But not twins or brothers or something like that. No, that shit's boring when compared to getting the chance to play seemingly polar opposites Jekyll and Hyde. Edge of Sanity is a big screen adaptation of Robert Louis Stevenson's story, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Remember way back, about 350 reviews or so ago, when I reviewed one of the first big screen adaptations of The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? In that review, I said that there are about as many adaptations of that story as there are stars in the sky, and that there were some really weird ones. This one is not all that weird. It's pretty straightforward, except it changes Mr. Hyde's first name from Edward to Jack. Why is that, you might ask? Well, let me give you a plot synopsis and see if you figure it out why. Dr. Henry Jekyll has created a new miracle medicine that has an unfortunate side effect when smoked instead of ingested. It turns him into Jack Hyde, a man who likes to roam Whitechapel, London in the late 1800s and rip apart prostitutes with surgical precision. Get what the movie is trying to put down? They're trying to paint Jekyll and Hyde as the real-life Jack the Ripper. And yes, the film uses each of those buzzwords I just spoke and strings them together in combinations that practically spell out Jack the Ripper, but they never actually call him Jack the Ripper. Not even with the last line of the film, which is honestly what I was expecting it to do. No, this film is perfectly content with edging you all the way until it's finished without giving you the satisfaction of getting completion yourself. That said, I do like this movie quite a bit. Anthony Perkins plays the dual roles quite well, and I do like the attempt at something fresh and new with painting Jekyll and Hyde as Jack the Ripper. It's something unique I haven't seen any other adaptation do. Doesn't mean it wasn't done elsewhere, just means I haven't seen it if it was. The kills aren't very bloody, but Anthony Perkins' descent into madness is pretty enjoyable to watch. Also, there's a lot of female and male nudity in this movie. I'm giving this movie a B- because it wasn't half bad. Tomorrow it's a little film called Detroit Rock City. See y'all then.